Hello friends, welcome to the channel Physics by IITians.
Okay. In last presentation, I discussed about the postulate of quantum mechanics. So before discussing the numericals based on these postulates, I would like to discuss some properties of wave function. So any wave function in quantum mechanics should have to satisfy some properties, and based on these properties we will select our wave function, that now this wave function can represent any quantum state in quantum mechanics. So first of all, what is a wave function? A wave function is a mathematical function that represents the state of a quantum mechanical system. Okay, so as we all know, the wave function will not have any physical significance, but psi square, that is a real quantity, and it has some physical significance. Okay, now mode of any wave function, mode square of any wave function, that it represent the probability of finding the particle at a particular position and at a particular time. Note that at a particular position and at a particular time. In the same way, this psi x t mod square dx represent the probability of finding particle in interval x to x plus dx at a particular time t. In the same way, the integration from x1 to x2 of mode of psi x square dx represent the probability of finding the particle in region between x1 and x2 at a particular time t. So any wave function which we have to use in quantum mechanics to represent any quantum mechanical system, that wave function should satisfy some properties. That is the wave function. So the first property is the wave function must be finite in all over the space, and the second property is it must have it must be a single valued function, and the function must be continuous. And in the same way, the fourth property is the function must be square integrable, and the derivative of the function should have finite, single valued, and continuous. So derivatives must also have to satisfy the properties that derivatives should be finite, single valued, and continuous. Okay, now I am going to discuss these points one by one. So our first point is single valued. Usually we have function, either we have a function that is single valued, or we have a function that is multi-valued. So there are two types. We can generally categorize them in two types. That is, first one is single valued function. Suppose here, as I written y is equals to x square. If I place the value of x equals to 1, then y is also 1. It means there is a 1-to-1 correspondence between the input and output. It means for each single input, the function is going to give only one output. That is, so this function is single valued function. And see here on the right hand side, this function, that y is equals to plus minus root x. So this function is a multi-valued function. If I place the value of x equals to 4 here, then it gives value of y is equals to plus minus 2. It means it is a multi-valued function. So this type of wave functions are not physically acceptable in quantum mechanics. Only single valued wave function, only single valued mathematical functions are allowed as a quantum mechanical function in for any system. Okay, now the next property is the function must be finite. What does it mean? See here the first example, that is y is equals to a exponential minus kx. So this function is not an finite function. Why it is not finite? Because if I place the value of x equals to minus infinity here, then I get y is equals to, then y tends to infinity, y goes infinity, because e raised to the power minus x gives out us to be 0, and e raised to the power plus infinity is always infinity. So this, as I put the value of x equals to minus infinity in this expression and y blows out to be infinity, it means the function is not a finite function. So this function will never represent any quantum mechanical system. So the system does not satisfy one of that property. So it is not a quantum mechanical system. In the same way, this one is not in quantum mechanics function. In the same way, the second example is y is equals to a e raised to the power plus kx. So this wave function will give us the value of y to be infinity at x equals to plus infinity. And in the same way, it will not represent a wave function in quantum mechanics. Now the next example is a e raised to the power minus k mod of x. So this wave function can represent any quantum system in, or I can say that this mathematical function can represent a quantum mechanical wave function, because as x tends to plus infinity or minus infinity, this wave function goes zero. What does it mean? It means it doesn't blows out, and y doesn't goes to infinity. That it means we can accept it as an physically acceptable wave function in quantum mechanics. In the same way, so this one is an important point. The wave function of type y is equals to a e raised to the power iota kx. So if I place the value of x equals to plus minus infinity here, it always gives us infinity. But remember, it is an imaginary type something. It means it is an imaginary type function. So I can't replace this value here. First of all, I have to change this function into cos and sine. And as we all know, cos and sine functions are finite functions. These functions will never give us the value infinity, because their value always lies between plus minus 1. So this wave function is also an acceptable wave function in quantum mechanics. So this is an important point, that we do not have to put x equals to plus minus infinity in this expression. First of all, we have to change it into its original form, and after that we can conclude something. Now, the next wave function or next mathematical function is y is equals to ax e raised to the power minus ax square. So we can see from here that this mathematical function is multiplication of two functions. The first function is x and the second function is e raised to the power minus ax square. So how we will find out that why either it is an acceptable wave function or not. So before discussing this wave function, I would like to show some important thing, that is, for example, think here that f of x is any function, and it can represent as a multiplication of two mathematical functions. So first function is f1x and other function is f2x. If and let here that first function, that is f1x, is slowly varying function and f2 is rapidly varying function. Then if I put limit x tends to 0, so if x goes to 0, then our function f of x will approach only f1x. So our function f of x tends to f1x, and if x goes to infinity, so for large values of x, the function f of x will approach function f of 2. So in the same way, we can see here that this function is a slowly varying function, that is x here in this mathematical function is a slowly varying function, and as we all know, exponentials are rapidly varying function. So if I place limit x goes to 0, so if x goes to 0, our this mathematical function, that is y, will tends to this slowly varying function, that is x, and at x equals to 0, then y goes to 0. So in the same way, if for large values of x, that is for x tends to infinity, y will tend to e raised to the power minus ax square, and if I place here x equals to 0, then we all know e raised to the power minus infinity goes 0, it means y tends to 0. So we can, from this argument, I can say that this is an finite function. So this function can represent any mathematical, any wave function in quantum mechanics. So now the next property which every function in quantum mechanics, every wave function in quantum mechanics should satisfy is that the function should be continuous.
Yes.
Okay. Now next property that wave function should satisfy is continuity, that the wave function must be continuous in order to be a part of the list of wave functions that are used in quantum mechanics. Okay, if we are not able to draw function continuously, then function is surely discontinuous, but vice versa is not true. We can see from this example that this function, I cannot draw this function without picking the the pin of my pen. So we can't draw this function continuously. So what does it mean? It means surely this function is discontinuous. Now see the next example. So in next example, so this is this wave type function. Now I can draw this wave type function continuously, but this function is also discontinuous. Why it is discontinuous? Because at x equals to x naught, at x equals to x1, and at x equals to x2, we can't say that the value of our function y, that what will be the value of function y, because at this point the value of function that at this point the value of function that is y is not known to us, and the value of x is here x naught. So this type of functions are also discontinuous, and we can't say that these are physically acceptable functions. So these functions are also not acceptable in quantum mechanics, these type of functions. Now the next example is, see in this example, so this type of wave function also I can draw continuously, but so this is a continuous wave function, but why it is not, why we can't count it into the list of quantum mechanics function? Because see carefully at point A. At point A, if I find the derivative of this function, that is df by dx, so the derivative is not defined. As we all know that that derivative is just slope at that point. So I can draw the slope like this, and like this. So it means we can't define the slope of this wave function at the point A. It means it doesn't satisfy, it will not satisfy the property of that is the derivatives of the wave function are also continuous single valued, and also those derivatives should be continuous single valued. So this property is not satisfied by this wave function, and this wave function, this type of wave functions will also get rejected. Now the next property that wave functions should satisfy is square integrable. The wave functions should be square integrable for an physical accept in order to be the part of quantum mechanics wave functions. So see here example psi of x. Psi of x is equals to a sin x. If I find its square integration, it means psi of mod square dx from minus infinity to infinity. So when I calculate this integration, I get it to be infinity. What does it mean? It means this function is not square integrable. But these type of wave functions, as we usually see these type of wave functions in, for example, for particle in one dimension books. So we know that these type of wave functions are used in quantum mechanics, but here I am saying that these are not integrable wave functions and are not valid. But see, this wave function is not square integrable for limit minus infinity to plus infinity. But in if a particle is in one dimension box, in those problems the limit of x is defined from minus a by 2 to a by 2, something like that. So it means in those problems this wave function, the limit of wave function and the limit of this integration will change, and if the limit is got changed, then this square integrable comes out to be finite. So clearly we can see that if the wave function psi of x is a sine kx, but the limit of x is not from minus infinity to infinity, but it is from minus a by 2 to plus a by 2, then this type of wave function is square integrable. Okay, now next. So now I will discuss some of the problems in order to clear all the concepts. So first of all, we have to check that this is an acceptable wave function or not. So we can clearly see that this type of mathematical function is constitute of multiplication of two wave function, that is x square and e raised to the power minus kx. Here x square is slowly varying and e raised to the power minus k mod x is a rapidly varying function. So first of all, I have to check the property that the wave function is finite or not. It means for all limits of x, that is from minus infinity to plus infinity, from 0 to infinity, this wave function must be finite. So for lower values of x, that is when x tends to 0, for lower values of x, our wave function psi of x is going to be x square, and if x goes to 0, then psi of x goes 0. In the same way, if x goes to infinity, then the wave function will approach e raised to the power minus k mod of x, and for x equals to infinity, or x equals to plus minus infinity, for also this wave function goes out to be 0. So this wave function is a finite wave function. Now the next property is single valued. This property should also satisfied by an acceptable wave function. So as we all know, x square is a single valued function. If I place here some value of x, then it will give us only one output. So there is one-to-one correspondence between input and output. In the same way, e raised to the power minus k mod of x is also single valued. So their multiplication is also a single valued function. So clearly I can say that x square e raised to the power minus k mod x is a single valued function and is a finite valued function. Now the next property is continuity. As x square is a continuous function and e raised to the power minus k mod x is also continuous, and the product of two continuous functions is also continuous. That's why x square e raised to the power minus k mod of x is also continuous. Similarly, we can check, we have to do derivative of this wave function, and we can check that its derivatives are single valued, continuous. So we also have to check for its derivatives. In the same way, we have to check the last property, that is square integrable. Either this function is square integrable or not. So mod of psi x square dx from minus infinity to plus infinity. So our wave function is x square e raised to the power minus k mod x. So I have to do its square integration from minus infinity to plus infinity. By using the property of gamma function, we can get this integration is also finite. So all the properties will get satisfied. It means this wave function, it means the wave function x square e raised to the power minus k mod of x is an acceptable wave function in quantum mechanics. Now we can take the next example. In next example, our wave function psi of x is a tan kx. I can represent it in the form of sine and cos. So we can clearly see that if kx equals to pi by 2, it means cos kx goes 0 and the wave function blows out to be infinity. What does it mean? It means the function will not have finite value at kx equals to pi by 2. So this function is not a physically acceptable wave function in quantum mechanics. So this function will also get rejected. Now the most important thing is that according to the given condition in problem, some of the rules for physical acceptable wave function got modified. So in the in this presentation, I discuss about the some rules, that these rules must be satisfied by that wave function in order to be a part of wave function of in order to be a part of list of wave function of quantum mechanics. So, but there is some relaxation. If there is some relaxation, we can leave some of its properties accordingly. So there is some modification in rules. The first modification is modification in finite value of wave function under certain condition. What does it mean? It means either we have bounded wave function, unbounded wave function, we have localized wave function or unlocalized wave function. So depending upon these, we can relax our this condition, means this condition should not be necessary at that time. So I will discuss this point and the next point in the next video clearly with some few example. So I am just giving a brief review of these points, that there is also some modification in those rules. And the second thing is, second modification in those rules is that if our potential in which the particle or system is present, if the potential is finite, then the condition must be there. Which condition? That d psi by dx must be continuous if the potential is finite. But if our potential is infinite, then we can relax our this condition. What does it mean? Then if the function is suppose vx equals to infinite and our function will not satisfy the derivative property, that derivative is discontinuous. So even though we can accept that function as a physical acceptable wave function in quantum mechanics, so this point and the modification in the rules of physically acceptable wave function, I will discuss these rules in the next video. Thank you.